This is Matt here aboard the Promemetheus, where we received a new anomalous reading. It appears that there is a disturbance related to Chives? What is Chivegate? Who is the Chivelord, and where did this royal title come from? Computer analyze. On October 7th, 2025, Redditor F1Exicon posted a cup full of chopped chives to the r/kitchen confidential subreddit with the title, "Cutting a cup of chives every day until the Reddit says they are perfect." This post has gained over 7,000 upvotes and marked an inspirational beginning to the infamous chive-based journey that earned him the title of Chivelord. Redditors quickly critiqued his work, zooming into the cup and posting images showcasing where he failed to completely cut through the chives. The Chivelord was determined to perfect his craft, and the next day posted his next efforts, which was met with derivative meme responses and other edits showcasing uneven cuts at different angles and the dreaded train chive where the blade didn't go all the way through. His journey would continue. Day after day, chop after chop, chive after chive. While Redditors critiqued on imperfect sizings, uncut chives, and minute mistakes, new memes evolved from the thread such as Chive-11 or Homer disappearing into chives, as well as some absolute gold from the Reddit community such as a comment from Redditor The Virgin Bono saying, "One day you're young and free, the next you're on a toilet hunting for imperfections in a zoomed photo of chives on Reddit." On day 8, the Chivelord made a grave mistake using a yellow cutting board. Hazard Analysis Critical Control Points recommends color coding to prevent cross-contamination and promote best practices in restaurants and food processing facilities. Yellow is one of the widely accepted colors for raw poultry. He should be cutting these chives on a green cutting board. The community lashed out, one such user stating, "Poultry board -100. Toss the batch right up for waste." The next day he apologized, saying, "No yellow cutting board today, it'll never happen again, chefs, I'm sorry." Still, the Chivelord's attempts were not perfect. Some users in the community wondered what happened to the chives. Were they sent to a nice chive rescue? No, they were used as a garnish and a dressing. No chives were wasted and was part of Chivelord's normal prep. Chivelord continued his journey. Redditors compared his task to that of Sisyphus rolling the boulder up the hill, but he would continue to improve, continue to chop. Every day he would post his daily chives. The community would scour the posts, pointing out trains, improperly cut chives, and towers depicted with little planes crashing into them. Others would participate in a kind of chive gazing, finding little pictures they can draw and interpret out of the mass of chives. They even had a cat mascot that many cheered on called Chives the Cat. As the days passed, we eventually made it to day 31. This is when things started to go south. The Chivelord posted a particularly late post, having ran into car troubles that made sourcing chives extra hard, but was able to post this. Wait, file not found? This can't be right. Redditor ssteve23 noticed that something was off. These are the same chives as day 23. The Chivelord had lied. He had taken the old photo, zoomed and rotated it in an attempt to hide his deceit. The community was in shock, and Chivegate was in full swing as the Chivelord had lied to the masses. The next day, Chivelord issued an apology complete with new chives. He apologized for posting the same chives twice, explaining that his car problems prevented him from getting and cutting chives. He didn't want to give them another chiveless day, but understands now that it would have been better to be honest with the community instead. He decided that he would put himself at the mercy of Reddit, that he would do whatever the most upvoted punishment that is reasonable in order to pay for his crimes. He swore this would never happen again. Redditors were in turmoil. "I showed your chives to my wife, man. I don't even know where to go from here. First my mom and dad divorce, and now Chivelord is a fraud? Is anything sacred in this world? If Chives the Cat forgives you, I'll forgive you." However, many Redditors were understanding and forgiving. They understood the amount of pressure that Chivelord was under, and at the end of the day, all they wanted was more chives. The admins determined that penance would have to be paid in the form of double chives in the shape of Chives the Cat. The next day he posted more chives, although not in the appropriate shape due to him being at work. He promised that once he was at home, he would pay his debt. Finally, on day 34, the Chivelord's debt was paid in the form of Chives the Cat. His apology was now officially accepted, and Chivegate was over. Aside from a couple of breaks, Chivelord continued to chop chives, toiling away with the knife to appease the masses as he worked hard to try and achieve his goal. Day after day, week after week, he continued to improve, desperate to achieve the goal of the perfect chives. And every day he was met with mistake after mistake, plane after plane, until day 70. Chivelord was triumphant. No towers for planes to hit, no trains spotted, no poor cuts, good sizings. He had done it. The perfect chives. Since then, he's only posted Chives one additional time. I don't know about you, but I'm sad to hear that the journey is over. I hope you enjoyed bearing witness to Chivelord's climb, fall from grace, and redemption arc as much as I have, and as always, I hope you have a great day.